Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Happy Wednesday to you all. This is Storm Track 7 meteorologist Robbie coming to our much quieter radar image, as you can see, at least compared to this time yesterday. We were dealing with a good bit of severe weather throughout the afternoon time frame. Now we are on the back side of this system. We still have lots of lingering cloud coverage, as you can see. If you're looking out the window, if you are outside late this morning to early this afternoon, you will likely be seeing a cloud-filled sky, of course. Temperatures a bit cooler as well on the back side of this system, mainly in the 50s. But later on this evening, it looks like we could see a little bit of clearing at least before more cloud coverage increases later on tonight before our next chance of some rain showers. We'll talk about that in just a moment here. But again, through the rest of the day today, or rest of the afternoon, I should say, we'll be dealing with a lot of cloud coverage. But as you can see, around 4 or 5 o'clock, we start to see the back side of that fizzle out a little bit, some of that cloud coverage burning off a little bit more, and it looks like it all begins to clear out through at least the evening and early overnight period. Now again, cloud coverage increases later on tonight. We'll go back to future track in just a moment, but throughout the rest of the day, the one thing you'll notice, it's still going to be pretty windy out there. Sustained winds about 15 to 25 miles per hour, with some gusts reaching as high as 40 miles an hour at times. That'll drop off pretty rapidly as we head through the overnight period, though, with more of a north and northeasterly wind even into tomorrow. Now, in terms of those high temperatures for today, northern areas mainly in the middle to upper 50s, but south or central and southern areas rather mainly in the lower to middle 60s. So again, a little bit cooler compared to these past couple of days. This is a trend that we're going to see continue throughout the rest of the week at least. Now, like I mentioned, in terms of those sky conditions, could see a little bit of clearing later on tonight. But like I mentioned, let's go back to future track here. We will see cloud coverage begin to ramp back up during the overnight period. It looks like it might be during the early morning hours tomorrow, rather, trying to stumble that out real quick. Here we are, though. Again, this is our next disturbance, though, that we've got moving into the area that's going to produce our next batch of rain showers. Now, no severe weather is expected or anticipated with this disturbance as it rolls through, just more of the generic rain shower activity, and we could see move through the area. It will begin, again, as you can see, for those far western counties during the early morning hours for our Thursday, and it looks like it'll last through at least a good chunk of the morning time frame into the early afternoon time frame as well, before a lot of that begins to clear on up during the afternoon with still some lingering cloud coverage out there. We could see anywhere from about maybe a quarter inch to upwards of half an inch of rain in some spots, but again, I'd lean lower on that scale or on that range there. Otherwise, tonight, lows above average, mainly in the lower to middle 40s across the board. Like I mentioned, winds lighten up quite a bit, at least compared to this afternoon. Highs tomorrow, again, cooler, at least compared to today as well. Mostly in the lower to middle 50s across the board, with winds just switching more to the north, around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now for that city-by-city forecast, as we head into Friday, we do begin to dry out. Temperatures still staying rather on the cooler side under a partly cloudy sky. Highs mostly in the 50s, as you can see there. Now they drop a little bit more heading into Saturday there, as you can see. Still some windy conditions remaining. Lots of sunshine returns on Sunday as we finish off our weekend. That allows temperatures to bump up a little bit more into the upper 50s and lower 60s. And those 60s stick around, at least through the beginning of next week, with a couple more scattered shower chances.